Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another lesson. Photo 1, Friday, September 11, 2020. Lesson 14, New Words. King, Queen, Prince, Princess. Forward, backward, to milk, milked, milked, to mow the lawn. It's to cut the grass, to mow, mowed, mowed. Lawnmower, it's a machine. Definitions: to allow, allowed, allowed, anyway, army. To bake, baked, baked, by hand. Chore, homework, things to do like housework or etc. Couple, to rest, rest, rest. To dress up for a special occasion or a celebration. Event, to feed, fed, fed. To give food to babies or animals. Grandfather, grandmother. Half hour. Lawn, the synonym is grass. To leave someone alone, when someone is angry or working, leave this person alone. Left, at the end of something that you cook or etc. To let, let. To let someone in, on, off. For example, the bus driver doesn't let drunk people on. Machine, mad, to make someone plus adjective. For example, this sunny day makes my mom happy. Someone, my mom. The adjective, happy. Thank you. Photo 3. Occasion. Officer. To stay after the school. If you did something wrong, after everybody left the classroom, you must stay there doing something. I don't know, cleaning the floor, etc. Uniform, willing. I am willing to live the moment when this pandemic disappear. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, new words. Pay attention to me, please, because after reading it, I would like you to practice like always you do. I don't know, discussing sentences, ideas, situations, new words. And we have here king, queen, prince, princess, forward, backward, lawnmower, to milk, to mow the lawn. Definitions. Okay, it's very important to pay attention when you are reading to definition to find out what it really means. To allow. To say someone can do something. They don't allow dogs in the restaurants equals people can't bring their dogs into restaurants. Anyway, even if something else happened, I was angry, but I tried to be pleasant anyway. Army, soldiers are in an army. To bake, to cook in an oven. Grandma bakes bread and cookies every week, by hand, without a machine. Short, work that has to be done. Couple, two, a pair. To dress, to put on your clothes. Note, to dress up equals to put on very nice clothes. Event, something that happens, usually something important. To feed, to give food to babies, animals, etc. Grandfather, your father's father or mother's father, grandpa. Grandmother, your father's mother or mother's mother, grandma. Half hour, 30 minutes. Lawn, green area near a building or a house or in a park. To leave someone alone, not to trouble someone, to let someone be by himself or herself. Left, still there after everything else is gone. There was just one piece of bread left after the pie. To let, to allowed, note, to let someone in, on, or off equals to let someone get in, get on, get off. Machine, cars, vacuum cleaners, refrigerators, etc. are machines. Mad, angry. To make someone plus adjective, to be the reason why someone is plus adjective. That music makes her sad or happy. Occasion, a time when something happens. Officer, person who has a high position in the army, the police, etc. To stay after school when the teacher won't let you go home at the same time everyone else goes because of something you did wrong. Uniform, special clothes for your job, what soldiers, sailors, policemen, nurses, etc. wear. Willing, ready, happy to do something, not refusing, saying yes. I'm always willing to go to the movies. Thanks. Let's open the questions book. Lesson 13. This lesson is very important like all the lessons. But in this one that I have underlined is because I need you to use if I were you. What would you say to someone who has a bad cough? So you say, if I were you, I would go to the doctor. What would you say to someone who smokes too much? If I were you, I'll go to the doctor, but I also try to do other exercises or other activities that is going to make my mind think in another way. Thank you. The student book, oral practice, lesson 13. Per word, answer and discuss the following sentences. First, let's speak about your town. Can you describe your town, neighborhood, or community to me? Oh, yes, of course I can. My community is a beautiful valley. It is called Orosio. Orosio is very famous because it is a valley that has many touristic places where to go and enjoy, do and see many things. And this is the way that I want you to do, that you can go on explaining, asking more questions about that. Because I know that you have a lot of things to say about not only Orosio, also the towns nearby. Thanks. Now let's have a conversation about shopping. How much time do you spend shopping every week or every month? Well, when I say shopping, what I want to mean is to go to a department store, to buy clothes, etc. Because when you go to a supermarket, you go to buy groceries. So to go shopping is amazing if you have the money. But I don't go every week or every month. I just go, well, when I have to save some money, then I go and I like to spend the whole day. So without any hurries. Thank you. Sí, ¿verdad? Okay, here, please, before doing this practice, check and see for a few minutes the grammar summary of this lesson, because you are going to need it. Check and see here. Look, what would you do if you had $5 million? If I had $5 million, gee, I think that I won't stop working, but I will take a long vacation, maybe a whole year traveling around the world, staying in the best hotels, eating the best food, and drinking the best beers, and shopping every country. But I will also like to help some people who need my help, not giving them only money, giving them opportunities for studying, working, etc. Thank you. Giving your opinion. In this case, I would like you to develop a real conversation according to these topics. Look, the companies can pay better salaries because they have to pay high taxes. Well, in my opinion, it is not only for the high taxes. Nowadays, the pandemic is a real disaster about employment, but I think that if some companies organize themselves very well and also with the participation of the employees, they really can have very good salaries and the production is going to be better, so everybody is going to be happy. Thank you. Okay, we are going to do something different that we haven't done in any other book, and that I consider that is very good review, and also is another chance, another opportunity to practice, to speak. It is this one, situation. You meet an old friend in the street. You haven't seen each other for years. Talk about your jobs, family, other old friends, etc. My idea is that you try to have a conversation similar to this one. Teacher Eduardo, Teacher Ronald, good to see you. Yes, it's been a long time, hasn't it? I don't think we've seen each other since primary school. Have we? Have we? And that was a long time ago. What's new? Well, I got married 3 times and then I divorced because I had a lot of problems with my wives. I have 7 kids. Now they are some of them in the school, high school and at university. I bought a house, but I have some problems with my girls, so at the end now I am living alone in an apartment and I have a business. I work as a mechanic, and this is the idea, that you go on and go on using as many words as you can from here. Do that from the lesson number 1 to the lesson number 5, please. Thank you so much. Photo 3. Lesson 14, Grammar Summary. Excuse me. Some uses of would. Sometimes we use would instead of used to. This case is not very common. Example, you can say, when I was a child, I used to fight or I will fight with my cousins. Right here. Note 1. Sometimes we stress the pronunciation of would to express disappointment. Example, our president will spend a lot of our taxes traveling. Can you see? Expressing madness, that you are angriness. Our president will spend a lot of our taxes traveling when we are having a lot of problems because we don't have food enough or work, etc. This is the picture number 4. The verb to wish. We use to wish plus a simple past to say how we would like the things to be. Example, I wish I was good looking. I was it's formal and I were is informal. We use to wish plus would to express how we would like to change the things and be better. Example, I wish that the president will listen to us because we have a lot of questions to ask him about the situation of the pandemic, work, food, school, studies, etc. Thank you very much. Okay, let me explain the homework. Don't do the first part. Here, just complete with these, that, those. Singular, plural, singular, plural. Pay attention to this up there, down here, because some of them is used when something is close to you or far away from you. The part number 3, just complete with the appropriate preposition and object pronoun. Did you hide those contracts? I was looking for them. Why them? Because those contracts is in plural. 4. Complete the second sentence with the appropriate object pronouns. In this case, are going to be 2. Look. She sent her husband an urgent message. First of all, this one. She sent, urgent message is in singular. So, she sent it to, and we have here her husband, that is going to be him. Remember, what to whom? What to whom? She sent her husband an urgent message, or she sent it to him. This one, don't do it. On the lesson number 10, very important. Please review the present perfect progressive, please, or the present perfect, and just underline the correct verbal tense. And here, use a number of or amount of. I recommend you to read the grammar. On the number 4 is there just the opposite. The opposite, for example, to divorce. The opposite is to marry. Write the number 1 here. And here, use the words to complete the vowels, just using them. And don't do this part. My dear students, I appreciate it another time for this lesson, and let me congratulate you because you have been doing a great job with these virtual classes. Thank you and have a good evening and a good night and a happy weekend. See you soon.